Hello, I am Birdish and this is Epic Tabletop. Today I wanted to interest you with an one-page rules fantasy regiment battle report in something I call quick take, in contrast to epic take. I wanted to try and see if you guys will be interested in watching battle in this somewhat raw standard. There are no special effects or sounds, just a quick narrated battle report without any alterations to actual one-page rules. This doesn't mean that my battle report will look like that from now on, totally not. It will be just another format, something that I can put fairly quickly and share with you. My usual epic battle reports are taking lots of time to create, so I thought this way I can publish more content on my channel, if you will like it, that is. Please let me know in the comments what you think. And now, without further ado, let's check out the armies and let's get on with the battle. Orc boys open the battle. Shaman attached to the unit attempts the spell of second level, but he fails miserably. Still, orcs move forward while trying to keep out of enemy charge arc. Undead first activation is unit of skeletons led by Necromancer. Undead Mage also attempts to cast a spell, but its casting rolls fail as well. The unit moves forward into the wheat field. Orc answer by moving its warboss along with his unit of brute orcs. Undead move unit of ghouls to face the orc in the middle and to contest the central objective. Orcs now activate one of their massive war cavalry, which makes a turn and rides to bolster the left flank. The undead activates unit of skeletons led by a vampire. He attempts to mind control the orc unit in order to push it back. Orcs, in order to resist, need to take a morale test, which they fail and are pushed back 6 inches. Vampire and his units complete his activation by moving to support the ghouls in the center. Now the huge serpent, the sludge beast that is in league with the orcs, moves forward. It enters the wheat field that is treated as difficult terrain. Then it decides to use its shooting attack on the vampire. This attack has both reliable and takedown abilities. All of the attacks score hit, and incredibly vampire failed all of his saves. Ultimately he was saved by his cursed undead save, leaving him on 1 wound only. Undead General activates his dragon now. Beast flies toward the center of the board, bolstering the forces already present in that area. Orc answer is to reposition heavily armed black orcs. Now action swings to the undead right flank, where wolves are making a huge leap, threatening orcish giant boar cavalry. Orc answer with the one thing they truly understand. They charge the rescue walls. First goes impact hits from the huge boars, 6 in total on 2+. Orcs score 5 hits. This translates into 4 dead wolves. Then additional attacks by boars and orc riders slay 3 more wolves. Wolves in return hit 3 times, but orcs' saves are immaculate. Now the wolves take the morale test, which they pass. Unfortunate turn of events for the orc player. Werewolves activate and follow in the footsteps of wolves and are heading for the right flank. Action now switches to the other side of the battlefield, where the smaller unit of orcs brutes make their move. Opening activation in turn 2 belongs to the undead player. Werewolves charge into orcish monstrous cavalry. Beasts roll 15 attacks, landing 9 hits. This causes 5 wounds in total, killing 1 boar and leaving another on 1 wound only. Orcs hit back, but are not able to even scratch the werewolves. They lose the fight, but pass the morale test. Huge snake-like sludge beast activates next, and it's targeting the vampire with its shooting attack yet again. Monster scores 3 hits. Vampires manage to save only 2, and the one that goes through is enough to slay the undead lord. Great success for the orc army. Ghoul activates now and charge the flank of the great boars. Undead score only 3 hits, yet orcs in spectacular display fail all of their saves. To add insult to injury, they fail their morale test after lost fight and flee the battlefield. After their success, ghouls reform. Now orc boys are getting ready for some action, but first Shaman, that is with the unit, is trying to cast a spell, Wake Lunch Hunt. This will boost unit's ferocious ability. He succeeds, and orcs happily surge forward, charging the skeletons that were left leaderless after the vampire demise. First, orcs roll for their Ravage aura coming from their Iron Banner. This kills 2 skeletons. Then they score 11 hits, killing another 6 skeletons. Undead answer with attacks of their own, slaying 5 greenskins. Orcs win the combat, but skeletons pass their morale test, forcing the orcs back. Now on the orcs' left flank, wolves charge into great boars. They have 6 attacks with Furious, but they score only 1 hit. Orcs fail their save and suffer 1 wound. Return attacks from orcs score only 3 hits and kills 1 wolf. This result is a draw, keeping this flank locked. Now giant boar riders charge wolves in return. Both units are fatigued now, so they will hit on 6s. Orcs do score a hit, but wolves save it on 6. Wolves did not score any hits, and the fight ended up in a draw again. Undead activates unit of skeletons with Wizard, who attempts to cast a teleport spell. He succeeds and teleports the skeleton unit next to his right, while moving its own unit slightly to the left. Now action moves to orcs' left flank. Smaller unit of orc brutes moves forward. In the middle, teleported earlier skeleton unit charges flank of the orc boys. Undead attack with 14 dice but slay only 1 orc. Orcs cannot attack back, but after counting all the bonuses for both units, fights end up in a draw. Skeletons move back. Orcs activate big unit of brutes along with army warlord. Their positioning is rather unfortunate. They move, hoping to get into the fight eventually. Back in the middle, unfortunate orc boys are now being charged on the other flank by the undead dragon. Dragon uses his breath attack first, but that kills only one orc. Then 10 more attacks score 6 more hits that kill 6 orcs. Orcs need to pass morale tests on 6 or be destroyed. They pass, surprisingly. Big black orcs now charge the ghouls. This unit, along with a hero in it, makes 18 attacks with various weapons. The orcs are ferocious and have been on the ferocious boost spell, therefore every 5 and 6 counts as an extra hit. They score 17 of them. Ghouls fail to save 11 of those hits, which cause them to be destroyed. Now, as we close turn number 2, battle thickens. On the right flank, undead bats appear, threatening orc, warlord and claiming objectives situated there. There are still considerable orc forces on this flank that remain unengaged in combat. In the middle, undead are keeping the scale of victory in their favor, although situation is far from resolved there. Left flank also remains in turmoil, and the laurels of victory can still go to any of the warring parties. New turn starts with werewolves attacking black orcs. Beasts, along with the hero among them, strike with 15 attacks and score 10 hits. Orcs' saves are catastrophic and 9 of them dies, leaving only hero and a unit boss to hit back. They managed to cause only 2 wounds on the werewolves. Orcs lost the fight naturally, but passed the morale test, which made undead beasts to back away. On the orcs' right flank, there is still a significant greenskin force, but difficult terrain there makes maneuvering very uncomfortable business. Smaller unit of brutes declares charge against one of the skeleton unit. 12 attacks, they hit 6 times and killed 3 skeletons. Undead passed the morale test after a lost fight, and the whole orcish charge accounts for not much. In the center, another unit of skeletons charge orcs' boys' flank. They score 5 hits, but orcs saves all but 1. Still, the orc unit must pass the morale test, being under half strength. Failure causes this brave unit to finally flee the battlefield. Skeletons reform. And are attacked straight away by sludge beasts that accompany the orcish army. Worm strikes with ferocious 8 attacks and scores exactly 8 hits that killed whooping 6 skeletons. Stomp attacks kills another 2. Still, handful of retaliation attacks from the undead cost 3 wounds on the beast. To add to the insult, skeletons pass the morale test and are still in the fight. On the far left, giant bull riders charge and finally destroy pesky wolves. In the center, zombie dragon flank charges sludge beast. Its breath attack does not do any damage to Great Worm, but with additional 10 attacks, dragon causes 4 wounds, taking the sludge beast to 7 in total. Worse still, the worm needs to take morale test, being under hard strength. He fails and flees the battlefield. Here we have some lost footage case, I'm afraid, for which I am sorry. Earlier, bats attacked Orc Warlord unit, killing 1 brute and causing it to be shaken. Orc Warlord unit activates, but the only thing it can do is to take off its shaken status. Now Undead Necromancer casts a spell to push away the Orc brutes, but they pass the morale test and the spell has no effect on them. Therefore, skeletons charge the brutes. Both units are fatigued already, so they hit on 6s. Skeletons do not score any hits. Orcs hit once, but skeletons manage to save it, ending fight in a draw. The only thing that was left for the orcs is to activate what was left from the Black Orc unit. 2 orcs charge at the werewolves. They manage to finish one of the werewolves while not suffering any wounds in enemy retaliation. Fight finishes in yet another draw. On that first activation of the last turn are werewolves charging the Black Orcs. They kill unit boss and cause 2 wounds to a lonely orc hero. Orc strikes back, hitting twice and causing 1 wound. Losing this fight means morale test for the orc. He fails and flees the battle. Orc brutes charge the Necromancer skeleton unit. 12 attacks, scores 6 hits, but slays only 2 skeletons. Skeleton's retaliation mimics the orc's score and also causes 2 wounds, finishing this fight with yet another stalemate. In the center, remains of skeletons march towards central objective. Orcs' biggest and scariest unit that did nothing throughout the whole game activates and marches toward the center, while bats fly toward right flank objective, claiming it. Giant boar riders do nothing, since they are out of range to do anything useful. Still, they do claim 1 objective. Here is where the game ends, with humiliating loss for the orcs. Out of time and out of luck, they lose 2-1. Undead are the clear winners of this match. So, this is it. Again, let me know in the comments if this format of battle reports would be something that you would be interested in watching. And for now, I wish you all a great weekend and till next time. Cheers!